What's going on? Dandy Crew, it's DandyDrew here, and I've got two fun things to share with you today. First of all, and most exciting, I think, is this week we have the USA Catan Nationals tournament happening. I will be there. I'll be leaving tomorrow to compete with 100 of some of the best players in the United States. This Saturday, we will be doing the qualifying rounds, and then on Sunday, whoever makes top 16 will be playing in the playoffs. And as far as I know, it will be live streamed. So I'm very excited. Hopefully you'll be able to see me there and also on the final table if I win. And then what we have here today, point number 2, as you know, I took a break last season and I had an account which I played more or less just to myself, right? I wanted to enjoy this account called Bald Mamba. If you understand the reference, kudos to you. And I took this account pretty far. I ended up taking it to the top 30 in a very short period of time and a very strong win rate, over 55% win rate to get me into the top 30, which was absolutely fantastic. And I had some really fun games I want to share. So these are a little bit more of a legacy game, but still value, still entertainment to you. Who knows? Maybe I'll kind of dig back into the archives and pull out some of these older last season games if you guys enjoy it. So without further ado, wish me luck for the USA Nationals tournament. Enjoy Bald Mamba going absolutely nuts. 50% plus win rate to finish out the season. Gotta love it. Enjoy. I appreciate you so much. Y'all take care. There is an account that I have here, Bald Mamba, which I kind of wanted to just kind of rank up in my own time, kind of quietly enjoying the game. And we achieved a 56.8% win rate over 44 games. 1870, that puts us at 41 rank. All right. We got a board here, Dandy Crew. I'm excited. This is going to be a good one. And we are in the second position. So that's always kind of fun to deal with. Now, first thing that stands out to me, it's a very fun board. I think we've got some just good opportunities in general. Obviously, there is quite a bit of ore going on here. 659 is pretty strong. That's for sure. I'm also seeing some play here with the 8-5-10 or potentially the 8-5-4. The only worry about that is, does the 8-10 ever go? Right? Like the 5-10-8, 4-5-8 here. Also, one of the challenges is the 6-5-9 is you're not picking up any wheat and comboed sheep here. But I think for us, it makes a little bit more sense. It's definitely a great pick. Again, we do have that wheat problem, and I wonder if the 9-10 just ever goes. Like, there could be a case that potentially the 6-9-3 might take that, but it's not a very good setup. I just think we have to take this. I think we've got a lot of things we can pair with, and if we can get to the 9-10 quickly, we're in a good spot. Again, the only big question is who takes the 9-10. It just doesn't feel like enough firepower for anybody. Like, even if you want to do like a 5-10-8, 9-10, you don't really have a road network. You're not pulling devs. So I think 9-10 is pretty safe here. If we lose it, so be it, right? But I just don't know who would we lose it to. Now, this could create some complications. A really big example of that potential complication is getting to the 9-10 and getting that first wheat, especially if we have to go wheatless here to begin, right? I could see potentially getting onto maybe one of the wood and sheep spots. So it's kind of hard to say, really. Also, 10-9-2 to 6-2 is really good for us. We have that synergy of the 6s once we settle there. And of course, the 9s become a very strong role given the potential brickport play. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think here you take the 6-9-3. It's very good. And then for us, like I said, we're probably going to get some kind of workable situation. Ooh, okay. I guess this hedges against someone taking the 10-9-2 and pointing left, but I don't know how good that actually is. I think here potentially could lock the 6 and play off of something like 6-3-11, 4-5-11, but it's not very strong. So I wonder if they actually consider the 9-10 here. Though I'm kind of okay with that because this kind of opens up the board quite a bit. But I think in theory, the better play here is 4-5-11 down and then 6-3-11 up. You don't really have a great port, but you do get the potential to get to the 4-8, which I think is pretty strong. I don't see who would take that, especially given that blue and I need sheep in this situation. Again, 4-5-8, 8-3-4, these are really great spots for us. It gives us everything but the wheat, but all we need to do is if we get one of these wood sheep spots, is prioritize going to 9-10. That's going to unlock our setup because we're going to pick up the 10 wheat, but the 9 also becomes a free card, right? Because every 9 is, well, you take it to the brick port, it's a good day. It's a very strong setup. I'm pretty happy about this situation. I'm not thrilled that we get to play wheatless here to start. And now there is also a case too that maybe we get the 9-4-11 would be best case here. It gives us all 5 resources, and picking up the 10 really balances our ratios of ore and wheat really nicely. And then this 9 just becomes a super flexy resource, right? Super flexible. And I think in this situation with 9-4-11, you just point up, ooh, interesting. He takes the 9-4-11 here. He must. I don't know if I like this. Though, it is what it is. I think this is too strong for white, getting to the 6-3-11. So I think what we'll do is we'll potentially take 8-4 here. It's either 8-4 or 9-10-2. I don't like what black did here. It really gives white a very strong position. This is also kind of dangerous too, right? Like there's going to be an interesting battle here. I think I'm okay entertaining it. Also, we could take the 10-9-2 and point left, and like I think there's a good shot we get the 6-2, right? Because we just need the single 5. And this kind of forces him to probably play off of one of these spots. I think there's a good shot we can make this happen. And worst cases, like let's say we lose the race to 6-2, then we always can take that extra brick potentially to the 9-10. But I think it's a race worth considering here. I mean, just the 6-2 is such a monster spot for us, but the 8-4 is also something too. And also too, one advantage of the 10-9-2 is the fact that we do have ability. If we get to the 6-2, we can build around. We've just got a road network to play with. So it's like 6-2, 9-10, and then we can kind of pivot from there. So I'm going to just kind of poke a little bit. He's got a very strong setup. And I think one of our issues, again, is we're wheatless here. Taking the 10-9-2 to 6-2 is probably our best play. I think gives us the most opportunity. Now, the one issue there is, A, we have to get to the 6-2, and then we're already dominating on the 6s, right? I think we've got some opportunities there. Like, we're just going to have to outplay the board. Nice ore, baby. I don't think anybody actually started with wood, right? We're kind of in a world of pain if we don't get the spot. Yeah, this is going to be a toughie. We need a 5 or... I guess if all else fails, we kind of take the hit there and we just go to 9-10. It's an unfortunate situation there. Wow. And he just 4 for once. Big mistake there, but that's okay. So let's do this. Let's actually port for a wheat here. I think it's port for a wheat and we just hold here. Because, you know, porting for wood materials feels just a little bit too slow. Also, we could do something like this, potentially. And I think we've got an okay hand that we can, you know, the 9's the only thing that really puts us in troubled mode here. Perfect, yeah. And I think the mission here is certainly just the road settle 9-10. Really sucks that we end up losing that situation there, but you know, what are you going to do, right? Shouldn't be afraid. I don't think blue's got any real way to punish me here. You know, obviously, if they had a road builder, if they had multiple wood or brick, then I'm kind of in a world of pain. Now, for what it's worth, too, I understand white clearly got the spot, but they also gave up a lot, I think, to make that happen. So it's kind of an interesting balance there. This is kind of fun, too. I think I can make this happen. I think just picking up wheat where I can get it, especially in the situation where I have the city, is pretty big. Perfect. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. It is going to pace me quite a bit here. I'm going to be considered pretty dangerous. But I think to get the 6-9-5 city is just really what we need here. We're taking a risk, right? If we 7 out, we're kind of in a weird spot. But, you know, these are the things that we have to do here. So let's see if we can do brick for wood here. I'm really looking at black. Now, something we could consider here is something like this, which I actually think is a pretty good deal. Or we can do even to something like this, which I'm okay with. I think getting to the port's also a decent play. Either way, we're going to drop the city there. Now 9s are just absolutely busted. 5 is fantastic. Okay, so that should be the road settle. Perfect, perfect. And we're just in a good position here. We're just in a good position. Obviously, we're kind of cooking on purely just playing the port at this point because we don't have any access to wheat until we get to the 9-10. So I guess we do. We do have access. We got to survive. It's the perfect hand. I'm probably going to try to do 2 brick for a wheat here. And luckily for us, the 6 hasn't rolled, which I think just puts us in a good position. You know, that was my biggest fear with white, was that if the 6 rolled a few times, he would start to get some pacing on devs, but really they made that trade that really put him far behind here. Wow. Okay. Is there anybody that wants to do something like this? Otherwise, we just 4 for 1 a road settle. It puts us in a very strong position. No, sir. I'm just going to port. I'll port. 2, or I port. I can throw in B if you want, but that's it. Okay, so this will leave us with a little leftover brick, and I think at that point I'm just really just in the dev mode. We got the coordinated 10s, which I think will treat us very well. So let's go get the brick port. This is probably, you know, this is about as good of a start as we can wish getting plowed. But again, that plow really, ooh, let's go, baby. That plow really did cost White a lot, I think. It's not so clear to me that that was such a good play for them. So let's see if we can trade in some brick for wheat, potentially. I know he's got an extra wheat. And I'll also take brick for ore, but he doesn't have any, right? Because he doesn't have that production. The wood for brick, like the brick's not too bad either. Yeah, black's doing very well here. Black's doing very well here. That's fine. That's fine. As long as we still hold the dev. In best case here, I think, is to roll a 6 and we can pop and then keep the 2 roads for kind of flexibility purposes. Yeah, so it is a no-brainer here for us, and hopefully we can get something good. That works for me. And here we just pop. We just pop until we cannot stop. Perfect. A knight is great. I think we need to absolutely make sure we get pacing. 9s will be a big roll for us. Certainly we will get blocked here as well. Probably it's going to be a solo on the 9 brick. Not great, but we do have the 9 and we do have the 10s. So the engine's always going to be kind of moving for us. And because white really decided to punt his early position, okay, we get a wheat here, which is really good. So a 6 and a steel would actually work out really nicely for us. I'll do non-steel for non-steel. I have knight. You know, probably steal the wheat from, okay. So I either got a 100% chance or a 50% chance for the wheat here, which I'm pretty happy about. Okay, so blue ended up grabbing the wheat there. Okay, and 9 obviously is 4 roads. Like, there's a lot of places we can go with that. But we've really got to start getting some of these 6s in. And again, 9s are great, 10s are great. We can pop with that. That's the biggest thing here is I just want to make sure that I lock down army in this situation. And I've also got to consider, what am I going to do with my roads here? Like, potentially, do I want to build up the 5-2? Do I want to cut over to the 9-12? I just think I'm going to pull devs and let the devs kind of tell the story. And then obviously we can kind of pivot as things happen and as things adjust. But we're clearly in a very strong position. No 7, no 7. We just need to get some rolls in. Obviously 9 is fantastic. We're getting the rolls, guys. 10 would be great here. Can I call it back to back? Perfect. I think that is 2 devs for us, and I just think that's the play there. Now, if we get a 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, road settles pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I think here we're going to pop once. Kind of see what we get. Another knight's fantastic. The question is, do we buy another city? And I think we kind of do. It's really a decent hand. We could also pop again. And then, you know, the next 9 would practically give us another city. Or a 10 would be another dev. But we do have the lead on devs, and I think potentially making this a big roll is pretty big. Let me think. Also, there's just a lot of utility. There's a lot of things we can do. I think getting more knights. So I think the production's good. I don't think we have to necessarily worry about more production. The 9's already a monster roll. And I think just getting more devs is good. Perfect. So we have army locked. And now we can kind of have some fun with the flexibility that our hand provides. Yeah, this is not going to be fun for them at all. So we're at 6 points. And I'm thinking maybe what we can do is we can try to get some easy points in road settles. Potentially road up to 5-2 is pretty good. Road down to the 10 is just very strong. And we're getting very lucky with the 9s. 9s, yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, it's nuts. Saw we. It's very strong. In worst case here, we actually do have a dev in our back pocket. you know, with the double brick. Also, I think getting a city, that's 5. And then obviously army 7, road, settle, road. It could be game, something like that. I would like, because frankly, like getting more wood, don't know if I need it necessarily, but I do think getting the 10s to be a super impactful role where I'm getting 2 wheat is very strong, and I can still make the road play. Okay, yeah, white's kind of screwed here. Yeah, that's another city. We got to survive the rolls here. 10s would be great. I'm actually going to keep the brick because I think I'll keep one of each. Does it matter? Because he's stealing a brick either way. Yeah, I'll keep this because there's a good chance that he'll steal a brick and then I can potentially steal a sheep or a wheat, giving me another development card. And who would I hit here? Honestly, it's probably white. I think white probably has the biggest opportunity in the long term to just be really brutal here. Like, they're the only person that can compete against devs against me. So I kind of have to make sure that he gets neutralized as much as I can. Obviously, black has a really big road game. But frankly, like, we could win this purely on just development cards if we need to. Now, he does have quite a bit of wheat, which I think is helpful. Pulling ore is not good for us. Like, best case here is like we pull an ore at 10 rolls and then we have a lot of fun with that. 7 sucks, though. 7 certainly sucks. Now, is there anything that, like, are there better steals here? There's a lot of ore. There's a lot of brick. He's got the sheep, too. Now, black, I think, also has brick. In terms of potential opportunities, white's probably the better Rob here. And I'm thinking it's probably the 3. It's probably the 3 here. He's not going to like it, but if it gives us a sheep or wheat, we're looking wonderful. Yeah, that didn't work out. We took the risk on the brick there. There it is. Perfect. Now we have multiple rolls for potentially another city. I do think in this particular situation, we're probably going to need... Yeah, maybe the 6 is the block, guys. The 6 is such a monster. Might have to block the 6 here. So strong. Best thing here, though, is like if a 6 does roll, again, he's going to be flooded with wheat, which gives us a city steal. It is. It's a strong roll, right? Like, obviously, I have the 9s. Yes, I am doing well. I get it. Just saying. And a big disadvantage here is the port, right? Like, we just don't have a port. Seems like he is and isn't. All right, we need some good rolls here. 8. 8's not a bad roll. Again, like I said to you guys, we really need to see... Yeah, black's doing well, too. 7 would be brutal. Oh. If he hits me, he hits me. No matter what, you can't break the dev in my hand, right? That really sucks. That really sucks. So I'm going to have to honor the deal here. Dude, black's pretty strong too. Perfect. All right, well, we got knights. We got absolute knights on lock here. Honestly, maybe it's the 6, man. There we go. Perfect. I've got a success problem here. Yeah, well, at least it's an easy fix here. I'm okay with this, actually. This is good for us here. We need 5s. We need 9s. 10s. So what does everybody have? He has sheep. Blue has 2 wheat. I think on that basis, I'm going to hit blue here. There's actually a lot of good here. Potentially 6 is just another money roll for us. The question is, do we pop or do we drop some roads? I think we'll just keep popping. I think there's a lot of utility here. Yeah, we needed that anyways. And now we can road, settle. Road for the win. Yeah, we're just having good problems here. Perfect. 9 is pretty close to winning. It just might be winning, or it's super close. At least it's the road, settle, which I really like here. A 9 and 10 is just GG. We've had some unfortunate clunky hands, right? But nothing too bad. Also, the lack of the port's been a little bit of an issue for us, but, you know, these are things that we have to deal with for sure. And 9-9 is just winning. Yeah, so we're certainly favorites here, but it's not over by any means. Sometimes, you know, in some of these positions, it's kind of tough. What do we do here, though? Especially if he's 7, it's really brutal for us. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll pop again, which I think is pretty good. We could drop a road, but it's kind of weird, right? Like, there's a lot of opportunities potentially to plow us, and I think just the pop is generally good here. It does clear the wheat. But the road builder is just fantastic. So we've got technically 9 points. So if we can manufacture road, settle, that's game. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So then we need a 9 here for sure. Now, one big issue here is the fact that if black does have a knight, he's certainly blocking the 9, which is a massive win for him for sure. I'll take this. We have a decent shot of potentially getting a 6 to roll anyways. And I'll take that as well. We are rolling very hot. He should never do this deal, though. This seems a little bit too good. It's like it's getting a little bit better every time. He shouldn't do this. It does put us in one roll territory of winning. But if he's just feeling like, screw it, we'll do whatever. That's fine, too. So, yeah, I think army's pretty secure. Road is obviously a problem, but it's... Oh, my God. He could road settle road, potentially. I don't think you should ever do that trade, though. That is a very dangerous trade for him. Obviously, it does give him something to work with there. And him not taking road is pretty interesting. Now, I'm assuming... Okay, he's got a knight. This is fine. Hopefully, he steals the ore. Steals the break. Big mistake. Big mistake not hitting the 9. As far as I can see, 4 cards, the 9's winning. The 9 is winning. 10 is not winning, but it's very close here. 9 just wins. Oh, will we get lucky? Only the world will know. We will not. We will not today. That's fine. Nothing we could have done there. Perfect. Okay. The 9 reactivates the win, I think, just because what we could do is we can build a lot. We can certainly build a lot there. It's feeling like we're slowing down a bit, guys. It really is. Interesting. Dude, watch out road. We need a 9 here. Big boy 9. White cooking. White is cooking. I don't know if the 9s technically still win anymore, especially, like, I'm getting a little concerned about the road situation. The 10 almost gives it to us, but we just need a 9 here. 9 for the boys. I think this is fine. Probably steals a wood, hopefully. Wow. We need a roll here, guys. It's looking pretty desperate here. Also, 5 is the road settle. Do I take the 8th point? I think I pop here, honestly. Though the city is kind of nice. Let's build the city here. I hope you do. I do hope you take road, my friend. Yeah, we were 1 card away from winning there. Gotta take road now. Got to take road now, black. Or he wins for sure. He might have it. He might have it. I have a break. I'm not at 9. Not at 9. Not at 9. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you win with road. That's fine. That's fine. So now potentially that 5 is the road settle. Perfect. Perfect. Man, I think we get a wheat here, right? Yeah, it is what it is, really, right? Unfortunately, we get our 9 blocked, but it's not the world's worst thing. Most likely he steals that wheat that we discussed. Yeah, this endgame's been a little bit more tense than I want to deal with, but it is what it is. Yeah, hopefully steals the wheat. 50% chance. Perfect. Damn. Yeah. Well, we got to admit his production is better. It's not a very good block. Obviously, stealing the wheat's a big problem. Hopefully, he's just pulling knights too, right? 9s, we can do a lot with 9s here, guys. We can do a lot. But they have gone kind of a little bit quiet on us. Perfect. So 10 or 9, we get that road settle. 5's not bad too. 9 gives us a lot of utility here. I'm assuming he's going to settle though. Okay, so he cities. Okay, so I think in this situation, we're actually going to take the settle. It's probably our best bet, especially if we get something like a 10 to roll. like a 10 and 6 or 10 6 9 or something. We're just looking much better here. I just think we need to get some really good rolls, and the 10 is a fantastic opportunity for us. I think blue should have really considered the settle there. I think the cities will come, especially with the fact that he already has the 10 really maxed out. It's not game, but it's hella close here, guys. And maybe a 5 might be winning. 6, I think, is winning. It's close. It's not quite there. Okay, so let's keep this. Obviously, he steals a brick here. I don't win it. I don't have it. I don't know, man. Obviously, like, if we can survive here with the 10, we're looking much better. We have to hit here for sure. That gives us 2 brick. Hopefully, he can't play a knight here, but also it's not bad. Okay, so if we survive here, mono is a problem. He should mono if he has it. Black, your road is not safe, by the way. Yeah. Like, white might have it. Yeah, it's a necessary mono. So what if he connects? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he needs 4 roads to take it. Yeah, and the issue is, like, I guess what we need like 10, 6. We need multiple rolls here, especially after that mono. Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, that's a great pull for him. It's a really good pull. I mean, luckily we blocked the 6. Yeah. I'm assuming he's going to settle here. Yeah, 2 roads wins. Not good. These 3s have been really strong for him. Okay, good. So he's going to keep dropping. It's what he's got to do here. We need some good rolls, guys. Oh, honestly, great for black here. Not bad for black. I think black has been cooking very much. A lot of VP still in play, though. Like, let's not confuse this at all. There's a lot of VPs here. That's really bad for us, especially if he starts popping. Okay. We've got rolls coming in. Obviously, 10s give us some opportunities here. He doesn't have it, but he's close. He's certainly close. That could be a VP. We need some good rolls. That is not it, dude. He might win. And black. We need at least a roll to pop. But, I mean, the problem is it's more likely we're pulling crazy black wins. Crazy black wins. Yeah. GG. GG, brother. Wow. You know, I'm going to have to go back and look at where maybe we slipped. You know, the mono at the end really killed our hand. I think we had some good opportunities. Also, we really struggled. Production was very good. There's no doubt about it. But we also had some big inefficiencies. We got stolen a lot. We obviously 7'd out a lot. Unfortunate. And yeah, it's tough. I mean, I did my best to try to kind of balance the board. But no, like, everyone here had a good shot, except blue. I think blue kind of misplayed this a little bit. Especially they should have been popping in the late game. But so very good game. I think there wasn't going to be a lot of deal making. Clearly, I got in front of the pack. And again, that mono wiped my hand completely. You know, I pulled how many devs? I didn't actually pull many devs. I guess I pulled 6. A VP, a road builder, and then 4 knights. I would have preferred Yop. Maybe Yop might have been nice to either just kind of double pop or get another city down or make a road play. And we got really close to stealing road multiple times. Just didn't really come through for us, unfortunately. So very close. The 7 really hurt us quite a few times. I think we 7 2 or 3 times, which really hurt our hand quite a bit. Overall, it's pretty clear to me that in this situation, black had a big advantage, right? Which is that they can connect for road. And it just kind of sucked as the dice went on. The 5s were good, but we didn't have a port to deal with that, which was a problem. 9s were great. Can't really complain about those, though we did lose that 8 or 10 brick or what it was. We actually win the game, I think, if we don't get monoed there. So sometimes things work out the way they do, right? You know, sometimes you have good starts like this and things just kind of not work your way into the finals. And there was probably no trades, right? Like, once we kind of really took off there, I don't see them really helping me or making that happen. Probably 2, to be fair, white probably should have just sealed road, right? Like, the thing is, if you just max drop as many potential roads as you can and make the life difficult for black, I don't know. I feel like you're just losing. Okay, I guess you get a point. But I think he had enough cards there to just take road and then kind of figure out the settle on the way back. So black played it well. And to be fair for black, like, it was kind of difficult to really block or rob him because Obviously, the 8s were an easy block, but because he was specializing in road, his 8 was just a monster here. Maybe I should have put a lot more pressure on that to make the road battle a little bit more interesting. But I couldn't afford the 6 to be rolling with white, so it's one of those things that in this position, I know we did well here, but I don't think our position is as good as you think when you consider how the 9s rolled, and we still lost, right? Like, we got literally the best situation after getting plowed, and we still lost. Just to give you a sense of how strong this board was. Some other rolls that came in, I guess the 5 was just really a juggernaut on this one, which was tough. 8s were pretty good, for sure. Yeah, the 7s murder us. I think the 7s and the mono just really kind of slowed us down, unfortunately. So these are the things that happen. Now, we could have also potentially gone to the 5-2. I don't really see that being as critical. We can't do anything else if we roll 3 wheat. I don't see anything else. Like, we can't do anything if we roll the 3 wood, but at least with the 10, that potentially could be 2 wheat to use for that final city to win the game. Appreciate it so much. Hope you enjoyed the game. Can't win them all, but you can certainly try. All right, guys, I really appreciate it. If you're enjoying the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe. We're going to keep going, keep growing. You know what's up. All right. Appreciate it. Y'all take care. Dandy is out.